first carry for Ty Montgomery. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On second down, Montgomery. And he powers his way up past the 30. Tackle made that time by Brandon Graham.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Detroit!
Now Darnold. Dancing to his left. Now he'll let it go deep left. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Neil Sterling, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jets have taken a first-quarter lead. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call. But he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll run with a former Badger. It's Corey Clement. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. On the carry, here's Clement. They find some open field here. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And deep he goes into Jets territory before being taken down. It's a big play there for the Eagles. Give him 52 yards on the ground. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. From the red zone now, Wentz. That ball's caught. Aguilar right side. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. An Eagle first down there, Wentz to Ertz, and the names that end in TZ. So they gave up the early touchdown. This has been a pretty good response. Nice drive, taking it down 1st and goal.
And I know all the cliches jump in, right? Don't get away from your game plan too early. Make sure you're settled down. Don't panic. But it's all true, isn't it? Because otherwise, you get out of what you plan to do during the game, and it's still early. Don't get crazy because you gave one up. Just respond as you just noted.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will take this one in for an Eagle touchdown. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Elliott good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Now the Jets offense gets ready to head back on the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and 12. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. And off comes to Montgomery. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That one good for 12 yards. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
Look, the first down marker is out there, but sometimes it's hard to find for an offense when they're in a long yardage situation, which usually means throw the football. In this case, they went against the tendency and ran it. And boy, the reward was there. A big pickup. And guess what? It's now 3rd and very short in order to try and pick up a first down.
Only a pickup of 2, but that's all they needed for the first.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
No, check, Patriot! Now let's go! Green, 39! Green, 39!
The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Gone! All right, now, lucky 56.
Now Mostert. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 11 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
I like his focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. First down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
On first down, Darnold. He'll leave it for Montgomery complete. It's a gain of 5, and it'll make it 2nd down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
A play fake, and it's Darnold. This will be caught inside the 10. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A really good pickup of 28 yards. First red zone opportunity now for the Jets. They've got a 1st and goal to go at the 7. With Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Jets in possession as we begin quarter number 2 here. And they've got it here with a first down. They'll run with Montgomery. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
This Eagle defense, they won't give in without a fight. This is 3rd and goal. They'll run for it with Montgomery. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal.
There are certain drives in a game where anything less than a touchdown that caps it feels like an absolute disappointment. This is one of those drives.
So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. You know, Charles, season winding down, time to maybe look ahead to the offseason. What do you see these guys going after either in the draft or free agency?
Well, with the season that they're having, just about every position is up for grabs right now. No one is really safe, but the focal point's always the quarterback position. And he may be auditioning to try and stay with his own current team. I think he's auditioning for the rest of the league to try and find a spot because I think this team is looking for a new quarterback.
This is Clement. And now running right through it. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Wentz now on 1st down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down. A run, it's Clement. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. Now Wentz. Flushed out right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And, Charles, they only needed a yard there. They try to pass the football. What do you think?
Well, I can't really go all out and kill them for the call because that 3rd and 1 fake and throw it over the top for a big play, that often does work. But in this situation, the pressure got to him.
New York set to take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the three-point kicker. Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that would help him at contract time. You could have kicked that one for him.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe
that.
Bash.
Super toe.
He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Set. 3-19.
On 2nd down, Darnold. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll be 3rd down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. And he's got his man. It's Darbo. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. They go play action here on 1st down. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Darnold to throw again. Harris has it over the middle. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
2 minutes remain here in the 1st half. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this. The Jets on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4.
Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
To the air again, Darnold. Eluding the pressure. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand. Put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
Ertz has it left side. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That goes for a gain of 31.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
They'll try to run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and goal.
Come on now. Come on now. Let's go. Lose 5-7. Fight. Tight dog. Tight. Check 99. Watch safety creep. Safety's creeping.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. Now the Jets are going to burn another timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Come on now. Come on now. Let's go. Ram. Shorty.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now to try the Eagle field goal, Jake Elliott. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And the kick by Elliott is good. And that will knot us up at 10. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Jets offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
To throw is Darnold. Escaping, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
Off of play action, Darnold. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And indeed, that's what they'll do as they run it here. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. And a timeout here. Timeout taken, whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team. As they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Take it at the 37. It's a 45-yard punt and 8 on the return. And the Eagles will have it taking over 1st and 10. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jeremiah Tauchu in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. They'll run with Clement. And he'll get this up to about the 40. Call it a 6-yard gain. Still plenty of work to do coming up. 3rd and 14. Now Wentz signaling frantically. Let's get to the line. Wentz. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. A final shot before half for Wentz. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the field. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. And on the ground they go with the running back. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Shorty. Sunday.
They'll run again with Clement. And he'll get this one up to the 26. And defensive back Jamal Adams in on the stop.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. Gonna look deep for Jeffrey. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'd open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Fielded at the 20. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. In for the score. And the Jets are going to take the lead.
Hey, rookie, that's the way to make an impression. Return one for a touchdown.
Yeah, welcome to the party. We saw him fielding those punts before the game, and it just had a little bit of a look in his eye, didn't he?
He did. He was a confident young man, and now we know why.
So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting